Hello there. Figured I might as well just start a small speedrun series for how I found ways to, or at least how I somewhat accelerate my runs on certain gear raids for just when I want to do big batches or when I'm trying to push for an oracle. So might as well just start with arguably the easiest one to start speedrunning, which is just artifact material raid. The key component is really just Valeria. The rest of the team can kind of be swapped somewhat at will. You could... So, a few of the things that can work, you can just drop a Dolores here with a horn. Have a fighter here and possibly another fighter here on top of Valeria. This will have Dolores boosting both of those, and that will generally get you a very quick run. If you have a Zilla2, if you have possibly even an Arrogance, I really don't know because I just don't have one. Point is, the one main thing that cannot change is the Valeria here. Running a Hex, a Sargak, a Silas, whatever you want on this platform, a Dolores, like I said, will work fine. Just so long as it's either a low-cost unit, so generally Piercers or Dolores again, or something that can output a considerable amount of damage very quickly. So, yeah, let's just go into the actual run. And this will be a fairly short one because, you know, it's a speed run, that's the concept. Drop Valeria immediately, drop Sargak right after. Let the cost go up a smidge, drop in Valeria. And here there's going to be a few things overlapping, timing-wise at least. We're going to want to do Sargak as soon as we possibly can. If he wants to cooperate here. There we go. Valeria is going to be right after, and then we're going to need to immediately drop Cerberus at about the time Valeria is going to be up. And we have everyone going. This will depend on two things. A, if Sargak can get his bleed going, and B, if Ardea will get her double saws out fast enough. And you can mess with the timing a bit on that. See, there we go. Did 22 seconds, which arguably was probably the same time as before, just I guess I gained a few milliseconds. But you can fine-tune that somewhat. But that's the basic concept behind AMR speedrunning. It's really just hinges on having Valeria in a good build. So we're mostly running Infernal Roar with a Wailing Skull. And for the other units, I'll get to that very shortly. Ardea, Frigid Flame, and again Infernal Roar, because we will not have time to build up the SA stacks. Sargak, Infernal Roar with a Spirit Siphon. That should probably be an Ninjal's Gaze, actually, now that I think about it. Cerberus is running an Eye of Sin with an SA set. That's probably a mistake. You probably want this to be an Infernal Roar set. I just kind of took the highest attack build I could throw together, and that was really just SA. So I will be doing some of the other gear raids, possibly other content that I find relevant, but really it's really just kind of the gear raids, honestly. There's not much you can speedrun on the gear dungeons. There's no real way of doing that. Plus, there's not really any oracles linked to them, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Gear raid 2, there's the obvious one with Praetus. I don't know if I can get the Sadie one together, just because I don't have her skilled, and it's not really a speedrun per se. Gear raid 3, there's not really much to optimize, but I will try to do one which is as fast as possible. I can probably gain a few seconds compared to normal runs. And then just Gear Raid 1, we'll be doing a few iterations on that. Anywho, this was the start of the speedrun series, so cheers, have a nice one.